Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Rental Regrets. As always, I am your host, Victor Nup. I am joined once again by my brother-in-law, Doug. Say hi, Doug.
Hi, Doug.
And today we are looking at A Boy and His Blob, Trouble on Blobolonia, which was developed by Imagineering and published in the United States by Absolute Entertainment and released in December of 1989. I think a lot of people are familiar with this game, and probably very few of them ever actually beat it because it is a unique concept with a very difficult difficulty curve, basically. Go ahead and press start, Doug. He is going to be playing the game today, and I'll just kind of be trying to walk him through what we have to do. I've never beaten the game, so we're off to a fantastic start. So you have jelly beans and you have a blob. Basically what you want to do is you use those various jelly beans to cause him to do certain actions when you feed them to him. Licorice, for example, will turn him into a ladder if he swallows it. Go ahead and chuck one into his mouth. You don't have to be at a certain distance. I think if you're facing him, he usually can catch it. So he'll eat it, and then he will turn it into a ladder for you. Boom. Which you can climb up and down. Go all the way back down to the bottom. And then hit, I think it's B, but in the controller there, it might be Y. There you go. That'll cause him to undo whatever effect he has. And then you hit the select button to change to the different jelly beans that you have. And they all have unique effects that will help you puzzle solve during the game. The unfortunate part about this game, and I'm sure the instruction manual probably would have helped out in this case, is they don't tell you what they do. You have to try to figure it out just by using them. Some of them will probably be kind of no-duh. Jelly beans like licorice would be a ladder. Punch is actually going to create a hole in the ground. Ketchup, I think if you get separated from the blob, will actually cause him to catch up to you, and he'll like just reappear right next to you. But anyway, go ahead to the right of the screen there, and let's get started. What we have to do ostensibly is we have to collect enough money to buy what's called a Vita Blaster, which shoots vitamins. And we got to take that to the blob's home planet of Blobolonia to defeat this evil cavity monster and save his people. In order to go down, I think you have to go back and press down while you press forward to go into the subway there. There you go. All right, so you see that money over there? We got to try to get to that. Now, here's how you're going to do that. You want to go through the floor here. So pick the punch jelly beans, and then you're going to feed one to him. And make sure you're facing when you throw it, or else he'll just throw it at the ground and nothing will happen. All right, go through the hole, and then whistle to get him back to you.
Do what?
You got to hit the whistle button, Y. Perfect. No, you went through the hole accidentally. I didn't know that could happen. That was funny. All right, well, next time maybe don't stand directly underneath it. I didn't know that was a thing. This game is no joke in terms of things that'll happen to you that are either difficult or in some cases just flat unfair. All right, so check another one in his mouth. Oh, you missed. If he looks sad, it means he didn't get it. There you go. And you're going to drop through the hole. Now move away and then whistle again to get him back down to you. There you go. Now go to the left. You already know how to make a ladder. So you want to get underneath, make sure the blob is underneath the platform before you throw the jelly bean in his mouth. He won't move where you want. You have to activate it right where you want him to be. So don't go too far away. He'll chase after you. Nah, might not work there. Guess we'll find out. Hey, there you go. Cool. All right, so now we need another 20 of those in order to get what we need for the Vita Blaster. Do I expect you to be able to do all of those? No, not even close. And in fact, we're going to run into a spot where I don't know where all of the items are because, frankly, I played it maybe once, got frustrated because I couldn't figure out where I needed to go. There's no map for this game. A common complaint I have with Nintendo games is, for some reason, they did not feel the need to ever give you a map on maps where there's a lot of places you can go and no guidance whatsoever. What we may do is we may just do another hole punch somewhere on the ground here and fall into the caverns underneath, because that's where we need to go next. I wish I could tell you where exactly to do it, but I don't know. Go to the left. I believe there's an area where there were some names written on the walls that you want to do it. Right here. No, go to the left. One more. I think it was where they had... There we go. All right, so just feed him one of the hole punch ones. There you go. Yeah, drop through that. Nope, that's not it. We'll go to the right one more screen than this. Maybe that'll do it. He can fall a little ways, but go to right one screen. Let's try it here and see if that'll work. He can fall a little ways, but not too far. He is just a kid, basically, in this game. Oh. Yeah, he'll change his arc depending on how far away he is, but he can only throw jellybeans so far. Perfect. You're in a good spot. All right, whistle to get him back. All right, there is no way to kill enemies in this game. The only way to get past that guy is to just time your path and get underneath him while he's jumping. Don't worry about the blob. Blob will be fine. All right, go to the left, right. Let's see if we can find some more treasure. The TR at the top of the screen is how many treasures there are in total in the game map here. I don't know what to tell you. You can try dropping. I don't know what's going to happen on the bottom underneath that. You might be fine. You might fall to your death. Only one way to find out. You fell to your death. Sorry. I think there's a spot here that you can fall through the ground safely. Maybe try right here. Nope, that wasn't it. Go to the left. Left. Whistle him down and then make a ladder and go back up. Yeah, this game is not easy. It's extremely not easy. It's a very high concept, low understanding type of game. If he can't get up there on his own, you can throw a ketchup jelly bean and he should just reappear where the bean lands. Go back to the left. And then throw it to the left so that it'll appear on the screen up here. There he is. All right, we could try hole punching through the ground here. I don't know if this is going to be any safer. It is not. All right, we may be trapped. Not seeing a lot of options. Unless there was another platform here. Well, we could try it here. I don't know if this was... Was this where we fell into the area with the rocks falling?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
This is a very difficult game. I can see if I can find some instructions on how to play it here, and maybe that'll help. We're going to do a little bit of cheating because we want to see if we can't beat this. Starting at the boy's house, run to the right, hold down when you get to the stairs, descending, use a punch jelly bean to make a hole, and then we're going to go back and grab that treasure that was to the left there. Not you're too far away, yeah. Yeah, don't be afraid to be right next to him when you throw the jelly bean, because he'll basically arc it straight up in the air and then drop it in his mouth. Also, don't feel like you have to stand outside of a platform. The ladder will go up through the platform that you're trying to reach. Perfect. Okay, so now we want to go 2 screens to the right. And then we're going to do a punch jelly bean on the left side, so underneath candy there. Perfect. All right, now we're going to drop through that. Oh, we're right back where we were before. Okay. I know what I did wrong. All right, whistle. Move over so he doesn't drop right on you. Whistle. Grab the treasure when you get a chance. And then get to the safety to the right side. Yeah, perfect. Stop. I believe what we were supposed to do is we were supposed to use an umbrella. We were. Okay, so run to the right. And then I think we have to go all the way to the right. And then we pull out a vanilla jelly bean. Oh, careful. He's got momentum. So find the vanilla jelly bean. And then feed him that. And he will turn into an umbrella. You're too far. Oh, you got it. No, you didn't. Oh, it bounced off his face. Pick up the umbrella. And then just run to the right. There you go. That's what we did wrong. All right. Whistle to put him down. You got to whistle to put him down, I think.
Why?
Press down.
Down. Nope.
Press the jelly bean button. There it is. Now whistle to turn him back. All right. Now you want to find the cinnamon jelly beans. There. And feed him one of those. Oh, you went too far. No.
Did I miss it again?
Yeah. Keep going. When you get to the C's, you'll be there. One more. There it is. Stop. Feed him the jelly bean. Oh, you're too close. All right. Perfect. Right there. He will turn into a blowtorch. I'll use that on the web to your left. There you go. All right. Let me see what we got. Stop. Don't go any further. You're going to put him down, and you're going to feed him a vanilla jelly bean because the umbrella will protect you from those rocks. But you do have to be careful. If you walk too fast, you could still walk into the rocks and damage yourself.
So what am I doing?
Vanilla jelly bean. Feed him one of those. Pick up the umbrella. And then just carefully walk across. You can block those rocks with the umbrella, but you can still hit them on your feet and take a death. All right, you almost got it. You're in the clear. All right. Oh, you gotta go one more screen. All right, let me keep reading here. So when you get to the end of this side of the screen, we're gonna put the umbrella down. All right, put the umbrella down here with the jelly bean button. Whistle back up. We want to find a strawberry jelly bean now. And hopefully he'll move into position here instead of just doing it right where he's at. He will turn into a bridge. Perfect. He went into his position. You got it. Perfect. All right, stop. Let me see what we got to do next. Drop the boy down through the opening. All right, so you should be able to drop through the opening of the gap here safely. Whistle him back up. Yeah, no, that's... you keep throwing away jelly beans. Hit the whistle button. There you go. All right, now just jump down through the pit. Yep, perfect. All right, let me see where we got to go next. Go to the right 2 screens. All right, you see that treasure right there? Mm-hmm. We can go down to the ground below us, just drop down, and then get positioned right underneath with the blob where that treasure was. That's maybe a little bit too far. Go back to the left a little. A little more. So close. There, perfect, stop. Feed him a tangerine jelly bean. What that'll do is that will turn him into, go ahead, a tangerine trampoline. Now I gotta hop up and down on that by holding up to gain height. Ooh, we're gonna be close. Do not change the position that you're in on the way down. You might move just a little bit to the right to grab up, but make sure you fall back on the trampoline. Is it not letting you move?
I haven't tried yet.
Okay. Now move back to the... Oh, you lucked out there. I thought you ate it. All right, let's see what you got to do next. Move to the left and use a punch to drop down on the left ledge there. I'll tell you now, I think you're doing better than I did the first time I played it. All right, stop. Let's see what we got to do next. Do not call the blob. Instead, go left and get the treasure. So go left, there's a snake. Whoa! Thankfully, that quote-unquote snake didn't hurt you. All right, let me see what you got to do next. Return. And then stand right under the blob hole and whistle. So you want to stand underneath it and whistle.
So we're going to drop down again.
Mm-hmm. Whee! Perfect. All right, now what do they want you to do? Go to the left one screen, and then we are going to need to use licorice jelly beans. That did not go where they said it would. All right, just keep going left until you see some platforms. There we go. All right, whistle.
Wrong button.
See if he rejoins you. He does. All right, so you got to wait a second. All right, now we want to make ladders to go up. So you're going to want to get him pretty far over because the platform's so short. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Now go ahead and feed him a licorice, not punch.
Nope, wrong one.
Whistle him back up.
Just wasting jelly beans.
All right, there you go. Now you have to climb to the top, get off, and whistle him back up to where you're at. And then do it again. This actually goes to the core of my biggest problem with this game, which we'll talk about in a little bit. All right, go up. And then there should be a treasure at the top. Perfect. Go ahead and grab that. Now you're going to drop one platform down at a time and get to the very bottom. All the way back down to the bottom of the screen.
Do punch?
No. You can just drop down. If you're not dropping too far, you can drop down. Perfect. Now go down one more. Whistle the blob back to you. And then you're going to want to drag the blob, go to the right there, drag him all the way to the left of the screen, and you're going to punch to the left.
Goes to the left.
Yeah. There you go.
And he's fine where he is.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then you're going to want to go left one screen. And let me see where we're at. Head left one screen, get the blob to position himself just a bit left of the center of the screen, and then we're going to trampoline up to grab another treasure. So whistle him back to you. All right, so get just a little bit to the left. A little more, a little more, a little more. Maybe just one more move there. Perfect. Now, tangerine. There you go. Chuck that in his mouth. And then there should be a treasure at the top here that you can grab. Uh-oh. We might have shorted it. Oh. All right. So, yeah, let's whistle him off and then try again. Maybe just a little bit to the right. Look how dramatically the music changes. All right. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, make sure you face him before you throw it. I tell you, one of the biggest problems I have with the game is the fact that the blob has a creepy face. I don't think he looks cute at all. I think he looks terrifying with his smile. Oh, you might be in trouble! You can't change your... if you fall too far, it'll kill you.
He didn't go left like he was supposed to. Or was I supposed to keep...
No, you got to keep going all the way up
Oh.
until you get to the treasure. You don't want to land on the platforms.
Okay.
Yeah, that might work. Let's try there. Just get all the way to the top. There should be a treasure just kind of up in the air somewhere. By the way, if you could get this kind of height on a trampoline, no kid on planet Earth would be allowed to get one of these. I thought they said there was a treasure up there. Let me double check. Hey, you didn't see anything? All right, hold on. Bounce all the way to the top of the screen, leaning the boy to the left when he reaches the ceiling, and then move left one screen. All right, so left. Oh, no. Oh, you made it. All right, so you're going to catch up. Throw a ketchup bean up here to get him to rejoin you.
Oh.
That'll work. That's fine. You just want him to... You might have to whistle first. He might not be able to do that until you change him back to the blob form. All right, throw it up where you're at. Perfect. All right, so go get the treasure. Okay. And let's see what they want us to do now. I should start highlighting where I'm at so I don't get lost. Oh, did he get you?
Yeah, he got me cornered. So I gotta do trampoline.
Okay, so once you pick up the... Oh, man, did we fall all the way back down there?
Uh-huh.
Shoot. Yeah, go all the way back up there because we do need to grab the treasure and then drop through the floor underneath that snake. Should be able to do it where he's at right now. You might have to hook him a little bit to the left when he gets to the top.
He won't come.
Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't like listening to you. He just likes that big, goofy smile on his face. So creepy. I don't know how any kid could have completed this game. There's no direction. I mean, you can puzzle solve all you want, but, you know, the treasures, there's only 22, and there are so many screens left. Perfect. All right, you're going to have to throw another ketchup jelly bean on the ground here to get him back up here, but whistle first. All right, now throw it. Now what they're saying is they want you to put a hole underneath where that snake is hopping. I would say right where the treasure chest is probably. You should be able to put it there safely if you can get him down there. And make sure you pick the hole punch one first, the punch jelly bean. All right.
So I gotta get him down there and feed him.
Yep.
Without getting hit.
He can't get hit, you can. So don't worry about where he's sitting. Just make sure that you can get underneath him safely. You're in danger of dying, and he's just like, I wanted to eat. you got to stop pitching and then running away. Nope.
Oh, cornered again.
All right, well, you got to get back to the top again. I didn't think that was going to be the breaker for you. All right, go ahead and put that in his mouth. His giant gullet. Maybe that's the creepiest part, is the fact that he has a mouth that could clearly envelop and eat you if he wanted to. That should be the one. It is. All right, go to left. All right, you have to call him back up again. He's going to be very upset because he can't see you and he can't reach you. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. You got 2 lives. You're about where I was at, I think, when I tried my run of it. There's going to be a spot that's going to be real tough to do correctly, and I don't know if you'll have any more luck than I did. While you're trying to get that, let me read ahead a little.
Done.
We got one more life. We got one more life. This is not an easy game.
No.
I don't know why they thought this was something that would be fun to do to kids. It's a great idea. They just needed to make it a lot easier. And I would say the clear evidence that this was supposed to be a game made to be played by kids is it's called A Boy and His Blob. If it was a fully grown adult working male and his blob, then I would understand it, the difficulty. Whoa! All right, whistle up. Got your punch. And I believe there are items that you can pick up in the game to get more jelly beans, but we'll... Woohoo! Yeah, you can't run and throw it because he'll chuck that thing.
I'm done. Each time.
No, you got one more chance. You got one more chance. It's got to be up there according to the instructions here. But right now you're wishing for an option to just lob it at his face instead of like gently up in the air and you just peg him with it in the forehead. Yeah, there is no chance they would let kids have one of these things if they could get that kind of height.
Ketchup.
Last ketchup, too. If we can't get it here. Well, you may be in trouble anyway if you don't have any more ketchup jelly beans.
I wish I could get him down before I went down.
I think the key is staying in the center. Don't go to the ends. Like, there's a spot right there where you're at. That's not too bad.
If you throw it when
You got it. Now just stay safe. Stay safe! There you go. All right. Don't call him yet. Go grab the treasure. And then stand right about where he was before and whistle him down so you can fall through the hole. Ah, so close. All right, do a punch jelly bean. And let's see what they wanted you to do after you get down to the next one. Go to the right for yet another treasure.
take him with me.
Just keep going right. Let's see what happens. I don't see anything there. Heading left. I bet you have to go down below where you were at there. Go to the left. The instructions seem to be in a different place than where I thought we were. Stand directly underneath it and then call. Yep, that's all right. Yeah, now we're in the right spot. All right, calm down again, but don't stand underneath it. Let's see. Head left, and then you're going to want to use a vanilla jelly bean. Just go a little bit on screen. Don't go too far because there might be rocks falling here. Okay, just give him the jelly bean. And then you're going to fall off the ledge and go to the left. And there should be a treasure somewhere over here. Keep going left. There it is. That's your jelly beans. So you got a fresh pack of jelly beans now. And let's see what you have to do. Head right, drop off the ledge, and go right one more screen to stop on a short ledge. Keep going right. There, stop. Let's see what we want to do now. This is going to be the most challenging. You'll need to be underwater. Press down to lower the cola bubble in water and let go to rise upwards. Okay, so drop him, and you're going to want to give him a cola jelly bean. Whistle him back up. Feed him a cola jelly bean. Go down in the water opening below, moving to the right while staying near the bottom of the screen. Go to the right. And yeah, you just press right. Now, the trick here is, if I'm not mistaken, you can go underwater, but you have a breath limit. And I don't know if the game tells you how much of it you do have. No, I guess this wasn't it. All right, go back to the left, sorry. Go down through the water opening below. That's what it was. And then you have to go to the right. All right, go down here, and then you want to go to the right. Go back up, get some fresh air real quick. So we don't run out. All right.
Where's his air at?
Go back to the left. When you got up to the top, you got air. All right, go down. Say you're popping bubbles, and then you want to go to the right.
It's very difficult
Yes.
to control.
I know. This is what killed me last time I played it. Don't touch the ceiling. Keep going right. Keep going right. There should be air somewhere to the right. Oh, come on. You got it. You got it. No! The ceiling got us. This is where I died. Yeah, when I played through it myself trying to do this. And I thought, if I'm the guide and someone else was playing the game, maybe we would get further. And then it turns out that wasn't going to be the case here. All right. We gave it our best shot. This game is still entirely too difficult for even adults. Grown adults were trying to beat this game and couldn't do it. So let me go ahead and wrap up and give some final thoughts on this. The biggest problem I think this game has is there's a limit on how many jelly beans you have. I think if they didn't put a cap on how many jelly beans of any type that you had, this would be a much easier game because you could experiment and figure things out and you wouldn't have to worry about, can I beat the game if I run out of jelly beans? In the case here, you had 6 of those ketchup jelly beans, and if you were not making smart decisions and you had to keep calling him to where you were, you'd get stuck and you wouldn't be able to get out of the map. If they had unlimited jelly beans of every variety, I think this would be a much more manageable and doable game. As it currently stands, it's way too difficult.
I concur.
Yeah. Would have been nice if they had any kind of means of attack against those snakes to try to beat them, but I don't think there is anything that'll work against them. Also, underwater, it would have been nice if you could see how long you have before you ran out of air. He didn't run out of air here. Unfortunately, Doug popped the bubble against one of the stalactites underwater. Why does that kill the boy automatically? I don't know. I didn't make the game. As far as my regret, I think I would have liked playing this game if I had a guide, and I would have regretted not owning it. But again, I think it's far too difficult for the lack of guidance that the game gives you. It would have been nice if you just had a map of the underground. Tell you where all the treasures are and let you figure out how to get to them. No map in game. If there was one in the instruction manual, that was an unfortunate decision on the developers' parts that I think a lot of developers may have ended up doing, was making a physical paper map to give to people with the game. And no one ever held on to any of that. They didn't hold on to the instruction manuals either. A lot of that stuff is now just found online. That's the only way you can get any of that stuff. Doug, any thoughts about your experience with the game today?
That was miserable.
Yeah, it's not... It's a very difficult game, and I don't know if it ever got any easier, even with the guide that I was using here, just to kind of cheat and try to figure it out. We tried just for a couple minutes to see if we could figure it out without using the guide, and barely got out of the area at the very beginning. You had to use the guide just to figure out where to drop to get into the cavern safely to pick up the other treasures that we ended up getting. And we fell well short of what we needed. I think we only had, 14 left at the end there?
Or 12.
And there's 12, so there were 22. We got half of them before we died. An interesting game idea. A very interesting game idea. The execution is lacking. And I think that's the biggest knock against this game. That's going to do it for this episode of Rental Regrets. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.